Hello, hello.
Hi.
How you doing, bro? How you doing? Yay.
I'm doing splendid. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great. It's almost the end of October. Just a couple more weeks to go.
Yes, and one more episode and we're done with the series.
Well, after this one, it's one episode.
Yes, but we will still be recording.
Today we are doing stories, maybe scary stories. I have
Scary
no clue.
stories. Yes, I picked scary stories personally.
Rentals of the past. Who's gonna start?
You started last time, so I think I do this
Yeah.
time. The title of the story is called LL Go Away, Come Again Another Day. Posted by u/mentalwindow1896 on r/scarystories. There's a ritual that you can perform at night anytime before 4 AM when it's heavily raining. Although the consequences of playing may vary, I don't recommend playing as no one knows who is playing the game with you, and there are no prizes for winning, only proof of the supernatural and the unseen. To play, you need to go outside with an empty bucket and fill it up with rainwater. Be careful as no leaves, dirt or bugs can get in. If so, empty it and try again. Enough for you to fully wash your face with. After you finish, go to the bathroom and enter the bathtub fully clothed. If you don't have a bathtub, you can use a sink. Next, make sure to have the bucket of rainwater near you, and then you get a little shampoo and shut your eyes. Begin to rub the shampoo on your eyelids, careful to not get them in your eyes, and begin singing. Rain, rain, go away, and stop once you feel like you can't keep rubbing the soap in your eyelids. Then begin washing your face with the rainwater, and now you sing LL Go Away, Come Again Another Day, until you feel like you can open your eyes without feeling any pain. Do not, under any circumstances, look into the bucket. Just stand up and dry your face and leave the bathroom, and do not enter until the morning. Be sure to keep your bedroom door closed and your window closed as well for safety, and then go to sleep. You will wake up to the sound of a knock on your bedroom door. If not, you either did something wrong or died. Pay attention to the knocks, as L only knocks 3 times. If it's more or less than 3, then try to go back to sleep. It wasn't L who was knocking, and do not do the foolish thing of opening the door. If you hear her knocking 3 times, sit up on your bed and yell, L, go away, come again another day, and lay down. You will hear light footsteps fade. That is L leaving and deciding to come another day. Be on the lookout at around 6 PM to 4 AM, as that's when L will come and give you 2 offers. But be careful, as L is unfriendly and dislikes being awoken. L's 2 options will be to give your soul to her in the afterlife and serve or allow her to haunt you until you die, making it so you see her in your peripheral vision many times. Most people rather go with the second option, and L knows. This is why she will not tell you if the first offer is the one where you give her your soul, or the second one is the haunting one. She will ask you, offer 1 or offer 2. Sometimes the second offer will cause your soul to be given to her, and the first one will be the haunting one, so pick carefully. A massive downside is that nobody knows when L will come and make her offer. It could be tomorrow, a few days or weeks later, months, years, decades, on your deathbed, on the day of your wedding, at a funeral. Your deathbed will be worse, as she will have no reason to haunt the person about to die, which will cause her to just take your soul instead. This is why you do not provoke L. She isn't the spirit of a dead girl. She is a demon pretending to be a little girl to trick people and get them to give up on their souls to serve them. Nobody knows if you die immediately once you give L your soul, but it's better to not find out.
That's a cool story, I guess.
Yeah.
That's great. Alright.
What do you think happens when L gets your soul?
Yeah, I have no clue what happens to the soul. That at least I know is that it gets taken from you. Banana bread.
Banana bread.
Add reverb. Banana bread.
Banana bread. Another one.
The puppy in the basement.
Puppy in the basement.
Puppy in the basement.
Puppy in the basement.
Mommy told me never to go inside the basement, but I was curious that what was in the making the noise. I'm not reading properly. Alright.
No.
Mommy told me you have to go in the basement, but I was curious at what was making that noise. The sound appeared like a puppy, and I wanted to see it. So I went downstairs and opened the basement door. I tipped down a bit but didn't see a puppy. Suddenly, Mommy yanked me out of the basement. She yelled at me, which she never did before. Then she told me never to go there again and gave me a cookie. So I didn't ask her that why there is a boy in the basement that was making puppy noises and why he had no hands or feet.
What?
Jill's voice.
What?
Yes.
That got a turn.
Yeah.
A boy with no arms or legs making puppy noises. What the fuck?
Yes. It's a potato. A human potato. It's a human potato.
Alright, I got another one. Alright, this is a short story. This is by user BigBub82 on Scary Stories. A few years ago, 3 friends and I went on vacation to a resort. On the 3rd or 4th night, we all felt a little too tired to go out for drinks and decided to sleep earlier that night. I shared a room with one friend, and our other 2 friends shared another room on a different floor. As I was laying in bed, feeling like I'm about to go to sleep, I turn over in my bed and see that my friend is walking around the room. I thought that perhaps he was texting his girlfriend and is just restless. He moves out of my eye line and I feel my bed sink. I think to myself, is he putting on shoes? And on my bed, whatever, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. The next morning, as we are all eating breakfast, I asked him where he went last night. He replies, "What do you mean? I didn't go anywhere." I asked him why he was walking around the room. He says he thought that was me walking around. No one else had a key card to our room. We both saw someone walking around in our room.
Ooh, very scary. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Thing. Ooh, go.
Trespassing.
My biggest question is, how did those shoes get there?
Magic. This is inspired by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, by the way. So
Oh.
yeah. Also, it might be a little lackluster because I wrote it myself. Hilly and the Philly. Our story starts with a chipper young man. Will was his name and liked basketball. He lived in the Hilly Phillies, and the Hilly Phillies were known for their hills. The Hilly Phillies are big and sturdy and grand to reach. Will had a friend named Dave. Dave didn't like basketball. He liked something rather sinister. He liked pulling skin off young girls, and their screams satisfied him. This was unbeknown to Will, who likes basketball. Sometimes Dave and Will go to the grocery store and buy wine and cigarettes. Dave likes to chew on cigarettes instead of smoking them. They went to the house of Dave's mom. The house was old and uncomfortable to look at. When they reached the kitchen, Will noticed some tomato sauce in a jar. When he looked closely at the jar, he saw several fingers and an eye. Dave said, taste the sauce, with a creeping smile. Will looked at him with a concerning look. After looking at each other for what seems like several hours, a black creeping tentacle shows up through the basement. Dave said, "Meet my mother," and right then and there, the creeping tentacle takes Will into the basement, never to be seen again. The end.
Bruh. It is posted by u/gummyworms on r/scarystories. It is titled, "The Tapping Outside My Window." My eyes slowly flutter open, a repetitive tapping noise waking me up from my sleep. I rub my eyes and yawn. Was it raining? I sit up in my bed, making a creak. The white curtains next to my bed flap as the wind outside blows. I look over and my heart stops. A shadow in the shape of a head just outside my open window, tapping the glass. I gasp, horrified, scrambling to the other side of my bed. I hear the curtains move and I look over only to find the most horrible sight. A creature, long and thin, its face elongated with large soulless eyes that stared into my now teary eye. It was reaching to the room. A large, bony, crawled finger was aimed at me. I let out a cry of fear and started to crawl away, the monster's finger reaching closer and closer until the claw on the end of it touched my lower back, sending a pain through my body. I let out a scream and sit up in bed, tears streaming down my face and relief filling my body, until I feel a sharp pain in my back and I hear the rhythmic tapping outside my window. The end.
Wow. Last night, a friend rushed me out to catch the open act at a local bar's music night. Later, I realized my phone wasn't in my pocket. I checked the bar, table, bathrooms, and everywhere else. After no luck, I used my friend's phone to call mine. Someone picked up the call. I gave out a low raspy giggle and hung up. I tried to call again, but I didn't answer. I eventually gave it up and headed home. When I reached, I found my phone laying on my nightstand, the place right where I left it.
Ooh. The story is called I Wish They Wouldn't Come Knocking. It's from r/scarystories by u/the Dread Files. The following has been transcribed from a note found in an abandoned residence. It reads, I wish they wouldn't come knocking, late at night when I'm sleeping. For when I wake up in a terrified state, I can hear them. Knock, knock, knocking. I wrote that when I was 10, maybe 11. Whatever age you are in grade 5, we had just finished our poetry unit in English class. And all had to write something. Most of my classmates wrote some cheesy bullshit about their parents or family. A couple even wrote about their playground crushes. Me? Well, I wrote about my personal torment. What kind of torment can a 10-year-old have? Why, ghosts of the dead keeping you up at night, of course. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the outro and stuff. Let me...
Yeah. We gotta do the outro. Oh!
Also, we should mention liking and subscribing, of course. Gotta mention the liking and
that's
subscribing.
always on the outro. That's also on the outro. Always.
Alright. Okay.
Haven't you seen like the text above the thing?
Sure.